Hey everyone, welcome to our Christmas special. This is Armando.
This is Micah.
And obviously, today we're going to be talking about the differences between Japanese Christmas and American Christmas. If you're from a Western country, then you probably know about Santa Claus and waking up Christmas morning to find presents under the Christmas tree. But today I want to learn more a little bit about Christmas because actually I'll be spending Christmas in Japan. So I want to know what they do because I heard it's not like that. It's a little bit more of a couple's holiday. So tell us more about it, Mika.
Yeah, as you said, Christmas in Japan is usually for partners or friends. It's very common for partners to spend time together and romantic have a romantic dinner or something and exchange the presents. And for friends, like it's really common. Like usually like people who are single more likely to have a party, like a Christmas party, and like get dinner together, like have a home party
Mm.
together, and sometimes exchange like a little present
Mm.
like that. And I don't really have the image of Christmas for like spending time with our family,
Mm.
but kids do that. Of course, they don't have partners and they cannot really spend time with their friends on Christmas, especially for dinner time. So they spend time with their family and eat cakes. And in the next morning, they will get a present. And
Oh,
how about you? Like, what do you do on
yeah,
Christmas?
yeah. So definitely presents when you're a kid. That's the biggest thing you look forward to is waking up in the morning and having your. Well, actually, since I'm Latino, we don't get presents the following morning. Really, we typically open them at midnight. So on Christmas Eve, the
Oh.
whole family gathers together. We all have a big Christmas dinner, and then we just hang around and drink and chat until midnight. And then once the clock strikes 12, then we open up our presents. Yeah, but I think other cultures they do it Christmas morning. It gives the parents a chance to like sneak the presents from Santa Claus under the tree.
Mm-mm-mm. Then how does Santa Claus give you the present if you
Oh,
open up at midnight?
it depends. So if your parents are into the whole Santa Claus thing, you can open your presents from your family members at midnight, and then the next morning there's a special present from Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's another thing though. Like we don't really exchange presents among the families.
Yeah.
We don't have that. So only present you get usually is from Santa Claus when you were a kid.
So just one present.
Yes, just
That
one present.
I think that's very good. It's very humbling because a lot of Western kids, I'd say, are spoiled somewhat. They'll get presents from their aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa. So basically, it's like winning the lottery on Christmas morning. Everything they want, they pretty much get, which is
Yeah, right.
it's pretty exciting. I think that's why American kids love Christmas so much. It's usually their favorite holiday. It was definitely mine.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. No, but so yeah, that's why in Japan. So as I said in the last episode, I'm really into like American TV shows. And like I've seen lots of Christmas episodes where people are so excited about like choosing presents and open up the presents in the next morning.
Mm.
And we don't have that. So I was like always jealous of it. Yeah. And how do you choose a present? Like do you make a list? Do you make a list or something?
So I guess people use the Santa Claus like myth as a tool to research what their kids want because they'll have their kids write a letter to Santa Claus supposedly, and then they send it to the North Pole or whatever, and then the
Mm-hmm.
parents really just read the letters and then they check and they're like, oh, okay, so he wants this. Like they have a list number one, two, three, whatever they want. I'm gonna get him number one because that's like the most important. But if it's something ridiculous like a car or something like that, then they're okay. Maybe I'm not gonna get him number one. I'll get him number two. Or maybe if number two is also kind of crazy, they'll be like, okay, I'll just get him three, four, and five. instead of 1 and 2 because maybe he wants something that's too expensive. So
Mm-mm-mm.
usually, yeah, they have the kids write a letter to Santa Claus with a list of what they want, and then they go from there.
Oh, maybe that's similar then. We usually have like one thing. It's not like a list. And I used to exchange a letter with my like a Santa Claus.
Mm.
And on the next day, because my parents don't give like didn't give me any presents, so like Santa Claus gave me what I wanted
Oh,
the next day. But like, how about with your family and friends?
once you get to the age where you don't believe in Santa Claus anymore, you understand that we are giving each other gifts. So if if you start working, maybe like 18 or whatever, you start making money, there's no specific rule of when you need to give someone presents, but typically it's assumed that okay, you're working, you're making money. We gave you presents, so you should give us. And some families have the understanding that you know what, we're not going to give each other anything. We're just going to have dinner and no one wants to
Mm,
spend money and buy things we don't need. We already have what we need and we need money more than anything. you know, some people just need
mm,
to pay their rent, pay their bills, and they have an understanding with their family. You know, we're not going to get each other gifts. We're just going to have
mm.
dinner together.
Is your family like a family who gives like presents to each other or not really?
Me and my sisters, we don't. I give presents to the kids, my nephews, and then I give presents to my parents. Oftentimes, we literally just exchange money because I don't know what to buy them. Sometimes
Mm,
I'll think, oh, this is a good idea. I'll buy it for them, like maybe a pair of shoes or something, and then I'll
mm.
never see them wear it, and I'll be like, why did I buy that for them? It's like, okay,
So like you don't make a list for like presents then.
no, not like kids. No.
Mm,
I guess some people are comfortable saying, "Okay, get me this."
mm.
Yeah, I'm not really comfortable with that.
In that way, it's kind of similar to Japanese,
Mm,
right? Because we don't make a list when you're adult, and we just assume what they want,
mm.
and then we just buy it, right?
Right. You have to kind of. I guess that's what's kind of exciting. It's like somebody's gonna give you a present, and you don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you're gonna get something you really want. I don't like that because you guess, and sometimes you guess wrong, and then they never wear it, and you're like, why did I pay all this money for that?
Yeah, right. And so like in Japan, we spend Christmas with partners,
Mm.
but do you not? Only
Well,
family?
Well, it depends on how close you are to your partner. Like if you've introduced your partner to your family, then usually families are okay with you bringing your partner over. Yeah, I think that's fine, but it's not like Valentine's Day where it's just you and your partner.
So if you wanna spend time, like if you wanna spend Christmas with a partner, that means you will bring the person to your family, or you will go to the partner's families.
Yeah, correct. And then some
Mhm.
people have a hard time deciding like, should I go to my family's house this year or your family's house?
Yeah, that sounds tough.
Mm,
Like that, yeah. We don't have that. Like as for in my case, when I was in high school, I had a party with
mm,
my friends in the first year, and from the second year, I dated a guy. So I just spend Christmas with my partners all the
mm,
time, and not with my family anymore.
mm.
And then we just went to like a dinner and exchanged presents like that.
Would you get pissed if it was Christmas and your boyfriend didn't do anything?
I wouldn't. I would be sad.
Yeah.
And
Right?
I would like who are you gonna spend time with like that? Like
Yeah.
I would just wonder, like
Or what
what?
if he just came over your house and didn't bring any presents and didn't like do anything special? Is that still kind of sad?
I It's a bit sad.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Right. Yeah,
I
that's what I
I
thought.
want yeah, I want something special at least because it's Christmas.
Mm-mm-mm. All right, and then getting into the main topic, which everyone's dying for, I did make my reservations for Kentucky Christmas dinner, right? Because if you guys,
Kentucky.
isn't that the thing where you guys have Kentucky for Christmas?
Yeah. So okay, it's not like going to KFC and then have dinner, right?
Right,
You
right.
just okay.
Mm. But
Yeah,
we
and
had to
that's okay.
pre-order the Christmas dinner because they sell out. Mm,
Yes.
okay. Why did you laugh? I thought that was the
No,
Japanese tradition.
it's funny because I never did
Okay,
in my
maybe
life.
maybe the okay, so I don't know if this is just an internet myth, but I heard on the internet and from Japanese friends of mine that on Christmas it's tradition to eat KFC.
Yeah, I think I'm sure there's so many people do that,
Mm.
and just not mine. Just not
Eh,
my hobby. No,
never? You never eat KFC?
no, never.
Wow.
I I I don't remember my family had like a Christmas dinner
Like
in my
even when
life.
you were a kid?
When I was a kid,
Zen Zen,
we
not at
had
all.
like a normal dinner with a Christmas cake.
What? Christmas cake? What's that?
So we have Christmas cake, really big for Christmas, and that's the thing that you need to make a reservation for the most.
Is it like a birthday cake?
It's usually like a white and like a strawberry on it.
Mm.
That's like Christmas cake.
Hey.
Because like Santa Claus, it's like a Santa Claus, white and then red, like kind of
Ah.
symbol for Christmas, right? Some
Mm-mm-mm.
people get another like a different cakes, but usually that's like a Christmas cake.
Yeah.
And on top of the cake, there's Santa and there's like what deer janai. What's the word?
Yeah, reindeer. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and like a sorry, wa nani? So
Sleigh?
shell. So sleigh.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, like kind of decoration we
Mm.
have.
Yeah,
And
so
you don't eat cake on Christmas.
no, we have Christmas ham, Christmas turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy. Sometimes people have desserts like cookies or cake, pie. Um, yeah, but it's not like the main thing. The main thing is usually Christmas turkey and Christmas ham. So that's why in the last episode I said Thanksgiving is like Christmas but without the presents because it's very similar food.
My no, like in my family, Christmas cake made the dinner special for Christmas.
Mm,
That's why we don't really care about dinner. That's why my family didn't care about chicken or from KFC.
uh,
Not really the meal, but more like the cake.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah, honestly, KFC is not really special food. You can eat it any day of the week. Fast food, right? It's like why
Yeah.
eat that on Christmas?
Yeah. Like I'm not sure if it's me being weird or like just that's just Japanese thing, but I don't eat KFC. Like I don't think I've ever had it in my life. Maybe this is me being weird.
No. You're right. The reason why I laughed was because one of my exes we were looking for something to eat, and I was like, oh, I already had that. I just had that earlier this week. And then I drove past KFC, and I thought, oh, I haven't had KFC in a long time. I want to eat it. And then so I stopped there, and then we ordered KFC. And this is back when I was kind of new to Japanese culture. We were eating it, and then she's just like, this is so weird. It's like, what do you mean? She goes, I feel like it's summer, but I'm eating Christmas food. And I started laughing. I was like, we're eating KFC. Why are you saying we're eating Christmas food? And she's like, because I only eat KFC on Christmas, never any other day. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. But I'm sure KFC is definitely for Christmas because I've seen lots of KFC had like long line
Mm,
on Christmas or on the day before.
mm,
So definitely many people get that
mm.
on Christmas, but not me.
So another thing I heard is that the reason people order KFC on Christmas is because the Colonel, the mascot, the guy from KFC, apparently he looks like Santa Claus if you put like a red suit on him. Is that true?
That's so true.
But do Japanese people think he's Santa Claus?
No,
No.
I don't, but he looks like Santa Claus.
But they never like okay, so I guess what I'm trying to ask is do they ever wonder what's the correlation between KFC and Christmas?
No, it's just natural.
Mm. And
Maybe because we don't have so many shops that sell chicken,
mm,
like meat.
mm, mm, mm,
So, but only like KFC, right?
mm.
So if we want to make a Christmas dinner like American Christmas, maybe KFC is the one big, you know, like chain shop that sells you like food like that. Come on.
So back to Santa Claus real quick. I just wanted to ask. So, Santa Claus, do you guys have the same idea of him living in the North Pole and flying on his sled and delivering presents and all that?
Yes, that's the same.
Hmm.
That's the same. And like I used to get a letter like from Santa Claus,
Mm.
which I've never be told that he didn't exist. So
Mm.
I still think some part of me still thinks maybe he's real, who knows.
Oh,
But
zanen.
and who knows? Because I've never seen, anyway,
Mm.
it's okay. And I used to exchange letters with the Santa Claus.
Mm.
And he told me he lived in the North Pole.
Mm.
And he had a wife.
Mm.
Yeah, and he can speak so many languages.
Mm.
Like that's why he wrote a letter in Japanese to me.
So he wrote back
And
to
so,
you? He wrote back to you?
yes.
Hey, suge.
Yep.
I don't think Santa
I'm not
Claus
sure
ever
how,
wrote back to me.
but on the next.
I said I don't think Santa Claus ever wrote back to me.
Really?
No.
That's why, like, from November, we just kept exchanging the letters. Just catching up what's going on.
Aw, kawaii.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm not sure it's for everyone.
Mm.
Maybe like some of people in Japan, they do like you, just send a letter to Santa Claus and he never reply. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, no, you realize whether he got your letter or not on Christmas morning. If you got your gift, that means he got the letter.
Right.
Also, if you don't get the gift, the parents can use that as an excuse and say, "Oh, he must have not gotten the letter."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
It doesn't mean you're a bad kid.
Right. But maybe what you asked for was too expensive. Or sometimes too dangerous. Like there's a movie called Christmas Story. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic. They play it every single Christmas. Sometimes some channels play it 24/7. The same movie. Yeah. On Christmas. So it's a movie about a little boy who asks for a BB gun for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then the parents say, "No, you're gonna shoot your eye out." And then he goes to the mall and he asks Santa, and the Santa says the same thing. "You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid." And that's the only thing he wants, but everyone keeps telling him no.
And he didn't get it.
Oh, you have to watch the movie to find out.
Right. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember back in elementary school, I used to had to argue with my friends
Mm,
because some of them didn't believe Santa Claus,
mm.
and I did. And as you get older, maybe like 10 or 11 years old, just argue like, no, Santa Claus does exist.
Mm.
No, he doesn't like that.
Oh, isn't it sad? I think it's sad to find out that he doesn't.
Who knows? Maybe he does.
Okay, okay. You're still holding out hope.
Yeah. Santa Claus does exist for people who believe in him.
Ah,
So,
okay. So if any of you kids are watching, maybe that's why I stopped getting presents because I stopped believing in Santa Claus.
mm, 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 mm.
So earlier, before we started recording, you were talking to me about illumination. What is
Mhm.
illumination?
I was surprised. So illumination is like that on your background, Christmas lights, and we started feeling Christmas around the like November, like the end of the November,
Mm,
because of the illumination,
mm.
Christmas lights. And some people, like some of my friends from other countries, were very surprised by that because, like, after the, like, literally after Halloween, the atmosphere became really Christmas in Japan.
Wait, so all
So,
throughout November? I thought you said after November, no?
so like a real Christmas lights
Mm,
are usually like from the end of the November, usually.
mm.
But like decoration and those stuff started just after the Halloween.
Eh,
Yeah, like just like, you know, step by step
mm,
becoming Christmas atmosphere.
mm,
And then it usually like it's like a whole month or 2 months
mm.
feeling like Christmas.
Yeah.
You don't have it?
Typically, all the Christmas music and Christmas decorations should come up after Thanksgiving, but more stores and malls they started doing them right after Halloween as well, like all November
Mm,
and December, and some of them even January. They'll leave up the Christmas lights and decorations through January. But I've heard that in Japan, apparently, like the day after Christmas, everything's gone, right?
yeah, everything is gone.
Mm. That seems a little
And
soon because in the US, we typically leave all that stuff at least until after New Year's.
because for New Year's, we have a Japanese tradition, and that's very different from like a Christmas atmosphere. We just like, remove everything from Christmas, and on Christmas Day, 25th, the midnight, they just took everything off and like decorate for New Year's.
Mm.
That's
And I'm curious, what are traditional Japanese New Year's decorations?
so it's so different. It's not really sparkling.
Mm.
There's so many items that we decorate, that we display. So
So no lights, no illumination,
not really.
no trees, no um
Bamboo
nothing.
tree,
Huh?
bamboo trees.
Bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Bamboo. It's part of it. Like it's part of the item that
Ah.
you display in front of the entrance.
Oh.
So that has bamboo, but yeah, no trees like
Okay.
Christmas trees. No.
And then I heard that you do give presents on New Year's, right? For the kids. Otoshidama?
Yes, otoshidama ne.
Hmm.
I was wondering because it's not a gift; it's the money.
But I mean, I consider money a gift.
Okay, yeah. So
And
that's why on the 1st of January, we, like when I was kid, we just went to so many houses of our relatives to collect the money.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm curious about that. So it's not just your parents, it's like aunts and uncles?
yeah, all of the relatives, even
Uh,
like all the like I went to, of course, my grandparents and my parents get me the money, but also like my grandparents, siblings, or like my parents, cousins, like all of it, all of them.
and how old until you stop getting it?
Usually, university students get the money,
Oh,
still get the money.
so you're still getting it now?
Yes,
Oh,
but not like
nice.
but not from all the relatives.
Uh-huh.
Like we don't go there anymore.
Hmm.
Maybe because of the COVID. I don't know. We just stopped.
Oh, that sucks.
Mm. But
Okay.
of course, my parents and my grandparents always, and then my aunties, uncles,
Uh,
they always give me the money. But maybe, like, some people don't go to uni. So maybe after you start working, you stop getting the money, I guess.
ah. Okay, so if I see you on New Year's, am I expected to give you otoshidama?
No, it's
No?
okay.
Because I'm not a
But
relative?
I should have said yes.
Yeah, yeah. No, I want otoshidama. I have never gotten it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then do you know like we have like a little envelope for otoshidama?
I heard, I never seen it.
Mm. Like everywhere sells that.
Okay.
Around this yeah, around this time they started selling it.
And then there's something called osechi ryori or something like that.
Osechi, yes.
What is that?
Osechi is a traditional food, the meal
Uh-huh.
for New Year's. So not really anymore, but it used to be like there is no shop open, there is no restaurant open, so we kind of have to keep the food long. We needed to make like meal that can stay longer.
Mm.
That's like osechi. Usually, like osechi is not something fresh,
Mm.
and like it's like a bento box. It's like a big box, and they put like so many things that can stay longer and keep eating the whole maybe week.
Eh.
Mm.
So
It's
it's not fish because I'm assuming fish would probably not last that long.
not like low fish, no, but like maybe if they boil,
Okay,
yeah,
cooked fish,
cooked
maybe.
fish, cooked
Chicken, turkey.
no jerky,
Yeah, because that does not exist in Japan. Anyway,
no
so like, give me more examples of what I would find in osechi ryori.
shrimp or robusta.
It's always fish. That's why I said fish at the beginning.
Yeah, and what else? Like we have so many weird things. It's like pickle, but different veggies,
Mm.
or fish roll, like fish eggs, or there's so many different like weird things that I never know how to make or what they are.
Mm.
And so it's like kind of getting old.
Mm.
So like so many restaurants make their own osechi,
Mm.
and we just used to eat very like a new like Western food. So nowadays maybe osechi is like something is really traditional, but also like there are so many like a new style of osechi
Mm.
that young people also can eat.
So is it like KFC in the sense that you have to pre-order this from a restaurant in order to eat it on New Year's Day?
Or you can make.
Mm.
Like my family, my grandma makes it.
Mm.
Used to make. Not anymore maybe. But
Do,
it takes forever.
do you know how to make it?
No.
Is it
Some of
complicated?
it, some of it. But I don't cook personally, so
Eh. Actually, when
some
I went to your house, you cooked.
Yeah, like I can cook okonomiyaki
Mm.
like that, but it's so different. It has more processes and it's so long.
So earlier you had mentioned that some people celebrate Christmas with their friends. What if you're a little bit more of a loner and you don't have anyone to celebrate with?
And that's why we need to find a partner or friends. And if you're alone, you'll be called kuribochi. That means Christmas bochi. Christmas, Christmas. And bochi means just being alone. That's kind of like a phrase that we use. It's like a slang in Japanese. And if you are alone on Christmas, maybe you post like, I am kuribochi for
Oh.
this year. Or like before the Christmas, you like would tell your friends that, I'm kuribochi, so I need, like, is there anyone available? Or like, do you have anyone that, for my partner, like that?
So is it like a time where single people are looking for matches like, "Oh, can you introduce me to any friends so that I don't spend Christmas alone?"
Yeah, 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 pretty much. Pretty much.
That's like
That's
Valentine's
why,
Day. Yeah.
yeah, like that's why especially in high school, maybe in universities, they really like try hard to find someone for Christmas. And that's the time so many couples, like so many people become couple.
Eh.
It's so funny. And after the Christmas, maybe they break up. I don't goodness.
Okay. All right, so I guess that's the phrase to end the episode with is kuribochi, right? And so the
Kuribochi.
translation is what again?
Christmas, like being alone on Christmas.
Christmas loner, I guess. That's what I would say.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode. I hope you learned something about the holidays and how Japanese people celebrate them.
Bye bye.
Yeah, and don't forget to comment and leave your questions if you have anything else you want us to discuss. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Bye bye.